Sorry guys, it started recording. Alright, so what I'd like to say is that I'm gonna start reading this fan fiction called Child of the Sins. It was made by Dark Sound 12. I'll have the link in the description below. And sorry that there's no intro here. He said that Izuku would have gray hair. So he has gray hair, but I thought this picture looked cool. So here you go. A young boy ran down the stairs into the arms of father. Papa, are we going to the doctor to see if I have a quirk? Asked the excited 4-year-old boy. Yes, son. And from there, we'll see what kind of quirk you'll have, replied his father. A young, beautiful woman walked in with food ready for them to eat. Come on, you two. You both have to eat breakfast to keep your energy up, said the woman. Yes, Mommy, replied the boy. They ate their breakfast, and when done, they all got to the car. So, kiddo, what do you think your quirk would be? Asked the father. I want a fire-breathing quirk just like you, Papa. I also want to control objects like you, Mommy, replied the boy excitedly. Wow, Izuku, you really want to mix up our quirks now, do you? Giggled the mother. Yep, chirped the boy, is known as Izuku. Hey, Inko, what time is the appointment? Asked the father. Izuku is supposed to be there before 10 so he can have a lot of time, Hisashi, replied Inko. Alright then, Hisashi then looked back at the boy and saw his son playing with his All Might figure. He smiled at the sight, but that smile would fade away the moment he knew the truth. When the family got to the entrance of the door, they were greeted by an old man who was Izuku's doctor from their both parents and son were inside the room. Izuku had to take some tests. When the results came back, the doctor wasn't sure how he explained to this. So, Mr. Dora, it seems that your son is quirkless. That shocked both parents. What do you mean my son is quirkless? Do you have any proof of that? Hisashi looked at the man waiting for an answer, but the doctor was well aware this would happen. Yes, I do have proof. The doctor could take out a picture from Izuku's examination. As you can see, from this x-ray, Izuku has 2 joints. Due to this, I'm sorry, but your son is quirkless. This shocked Hisashi. How can he have a son that was quirkless? It would ruin his title of a hero. He needed a child with the quirk in order to carry out his name. His thoughts were cut off when Izuku noticed his dad's strange behavior. Papa, everything is alright. I could still become a hero without a quirk. Besides, you're already my hero. Izuku thought if he said that, he would see his dad shrug. But instead, he was met by a glare, and Izuku never saw this from his father, and that scared him. No worries, Inko. We can still have another child. Hisashi sounded hopeful, which confuses Izuku. Hisashi, I don't know. Besides, I haven't got any signs of pregnancy ever since Izuku arrived. Inko looks at Izuku worriedly and knew what Hisashi title meant, and knew that if her son came out quirkless, then Hisashi would keep making more children until one has a quirk. Don't worry, we could try harder and hopefully have another kid. Izuku looked at his parents and was really confused, but happy hearing he'll have another baby brother or sister. Mr. and Mrs. Midori, I ask that you do not have that kind of conversation in here, in this room, especially since the child is here. The doctor opened the door, signaling the family to leave. When Midori family left the clinic, it was a silent drive back home. Izuku decided to keep quiet, not wanting to upset his father, nor his mother when they got off the car. Izuku went straight to his room there, and he flopped on his bed, tears streaming down his face. I'm sorry, Mommy and Daddy. I'm sorry I have to deal with an excuse of a son. I'm sorry. The next day, Izuku went to his kindergarten class and was met by his best friend who called Kachan. Hey Deku, do you have a quirk? Asked Kachan. Izuku didn't know how to respond, but trusted his friend. Actually, I'm quirkless. Kachan stepped back a bit and then smiled. Ha! I knew a weak idiot like you can have a flashy quirk like me. Deku, you know what? Don't talk to me. Izuku was left there in shock. How could his best friend say something like that? But Izuku shrugged it off and thought Kachan was playing with him, and also decided to go on as normal like usual. The next day, Izuku noticed his class avoiding him. When he got close to any of them, they'll just walk away and would whisper, Hey, do you hear from Katsuki? that Izuku is quirkless? Yeah, Katsuki told me yesterday. Ha, serves him right. Izuku was never meant to have a flashy quirk like us. Yeah, sex to be him. Haha. Izuku later then returned with a bruise on his right cheek. He was punched by Kacchan right before he left school. When his father picked him up, Hisashi dragged the boy harshly and threw him in the back seat. Izuku was left there scared from his father's action. When they arrived home, Hisashi ordered Izuku to go to his room and pack his belongings. Izuku was confused at first, but did what his father told him. When he got downstairs, he saw his father standing by the doorway with his mother, but he noticed how his mother had streams of tears showing she was crying. Izuku didn't say anything, but went straight to the car. When he noticed how they were driving somewhere he wasn't familiar with, Papa, where are we going, and why do I have my stuff packed? Asked Izuku. He needed answers. We're heading somewhere, answered his father. Okay, Papa. When the car stopped, Izuku saw an open land with nothing but trees and grass. Get out, ordered his father. Izuku got off and both parents were outside with him. Where are we? Hisashi then went back in the car, leaving Inko alone with Izuku. Mommy, where are we? Inko looked at her son alone. Tears began to form. Izuku, I'm sorry for what we're about to do to you, but I want you to know that I love you, Izuku. Inko sobbed on Izuku's shoulder. Mama, what do you mean? Inko looks at her son. Sweetie, I need you to be a good boy while me and your father are gone. We'll be back for you, I promise. Izuku smiled. Okay, Mommy, I'll be a good boy. Inko kissed her son. Inko, hurry up, we don't have time. Inko shed a few more tears before kissing her child on the forehead. Izuku, no matter what, I want you to know I love you because you brought me happiness and joy. Inko got up and wipes her tears. She gets closer to the car and glanced at her son, then gets inside the car, which drove away seconds later. Izuku stares at the car as it gets smaller and smaller. I love you too, Mommy. Izuku sits on the grass and knows how the sky was getting darker and darker. And it later began to rain. Izuku saw a nearby tree and sat there, waiting for his parents to return. For minutes, which later turned to hours. And by then, it was pitch black. Izuku couldn't see, as he has gotten cold due to the rain, and his clothes were soaked and wet. Izuku felt weak and tired. His belly rumbled. He hadn't eaten anything since when he got home, and he was hungry. Izuku got sleepy until he saw a light, and it got closer and closer, until he saw two figures, a boy, a girl, and also a pig. Hey kid, are you lost? Asked the boy. He placed the lantern down on the grass and looked at the boy in front of him. No, my mommy and daddy left me here. The boy looks at the girl, who steps forward. Oh dear, you look cold to me. We'll go warm you up. Izuku declined the offer. No, my mommy and daddy told me to stay here. And then Izuku saw the pig and said, You look cute. Why, thank you, young boy, the pig answered. It was a moment until silence until... Ah, there's a talking pig! Izuku runs towards the girl and hugs her legs, and the boy smacks the pig and walks towards Izuku. Hey, we can't leave the boy out here, no, can we? Now, can we? The boy pulls out his hand, waiting for Izuku to take it. Why not come with us? We'll warm you up a bit. Izuku stares at the hand and accepts. The boy then carries Izuku on his back, and from there on, Izuku has gone sleepy. Hey, what's your name? Izuku asked sleepily. My name's Meliodas, responded the boy, and my name's Elizabeth, responded the girl. And I'm Hawk. Captain has ordered a scratch disposal. Izuku giggled and smiled. He later slept in the arms of the stranger, which was known as Meliodas, the sin of wrath, and the most feared person around the world. And before Izuku knew it, his adventure already began. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I was stuttering a lot. This person makes a really good story. It was super fun to read. And I've already got like chapter 28 of it. And I want to give as much credit as I can to this person because they're the ones that made a story and I'm just reading it. I want to share this as much as I can. Goodbye, guys, and have a wonderful day.